Hello everyone, it's Red with RedDragonLeo.com, and we still have yet to have our pop up that I have been waiting for, but it looks like we got our best chance for that happening tomorrow. I'd really like to see them pop it up here to that 1310 area right there, and hit a back test of this line of support, hit resistance from this line, as well as this little top right here, little peak is about 1308. So that's actually, if you look at it on this one right here, it is, where does it see, where does it show 1308? Well, that's it right there. It doesn't show it, but it is. So somewhere in that area, about 1310 area, could be as high as 13. I don't think it's going to reach this one. If it reaches this one, this is 1330 area. It's possible. It's possible, but not tomorrow. I do not see that happening tomorrow. There's too much overhead resistance. What I'd like to see is it pop higher and then fall and break out of this rising wedge here and just start continuing selling down. Of course, if it goes down here and does not take out this low, if it does not take out this low, then it could be an A, a B, and a C, and that 1330 could easily be broke. Of course, if you get to that level, chances are good that they'll probably push on up and take out the current high, but that could be weeks out. Okay, so we don't really know. When we're looking at the daily chart, it's hard to really judge it yet to see if it's going to curl back up and go positive and stay positive, or if it's going to pretty much start to roll over and continue on down and maybe go down to -10 or -20 and then curl back up. So that's possible too. You see, right now we're still moving up, and we have crossed the 50, so we're starting to inch our way up into bull territory, but right now I just call it neutral. So same thing right there on the full stochastics and the slow stochastics, both of them. So it's kind of indecisive there. The thing that would normally happen is it would continue the move that it has been, which basically is down. You can see that this is down. So after it finishes doing what it's doing right here, I don't know if it's going to go positive, take a day or two, then roll over. It's possible. And then roll over and continue down and then get oversold down here at -20 or something. That's kind of what I'm looking to see happen. So you can see here on the RSI, we're still below 50, and so this is still in bear territory right here. We're not in bull territory yet, and it is indecisive on. It is about even. Buying and selling there is even. Of course, when it gets at 33 or below, at 33 it means there's 2-to-1 selling versus buying. 66 means 2-to-1 buying versus selling. So we are still under all of these moving averages here, as you can clearly see. So I'm still looking for a slight pop up right here and just bang on and hit these moving averages right here. That's like the red one here, which is the 50, is like at 1304, 1305 area. So that's why I said possibly the 1310 area. Just pop up and just take out the overhead stops that people's put in, then reverse and put in a topping tail candle. It's a real common pattern. If you go back here and you look, like right here, you can see after a counter trend rally and sideways bullish bull flag configuration, kind of what we're doing right now. Only here is 1, 2, 3 days of bullish configuration, and we've only got 2 right now. But then that next day went pop up, and then it reversed hard and sold off, and you can see what happened afterwards. This right here, this whole move up was a counter trend rally. And I'm kind of looking for something similar to that right here. So it's just whether or not tomorrow's the day or not. I think it will be. I think they'll pop up and it will roll over. And the reason I think that is because of the 60-minute chart. It got pretty overbought right here, sold over in the morning, and now it's curling back up. You can see right here it is wanting to curl back up and go a little higher. So I don't know if it's going to just run right back up here to this 5.0 or go a little higher, or I don't know. Can't answer that, but I think certainly the histogram towers it's going to put in are going to be lower than this one here. It should be much lower. Put in that negative divergence. You can already see here on the full stochastic that it's already up here pretty high. It doesn't really have a lot of room to go up higher. So when it pushes up in the morning, if it does in the morning, then I don't see it going very high before it should roll over. So again, I like to see it pop up here and hit that 1310 area, 1308, 1310, and then roll over. So you look at the 15-minute chart and you can, or 30-minute chart, and you can see it's wanting to go up, but it's already peaked on it, so it's a little tired as well. The 15 is kind of telling a tale that it could roll over here, or this could straighten out and go up. It is overbought here on the full stochastics and could go down. So it doesn't look like it wants to go too far in the morning, so it might take a little bit of time for this to reset and for them to have a pop. Maybe they'll trade sideways again another whole day, and then into the end they'll have a pop at the end of the day and pop up and set Friday up for a big fall. That's a possibility. So if this starts to fall down throughout the day, the possibility that it falls down and wants to curl back up, but during the same time the actual market just kind of trades sideways with the light volume, because the 60, again looking at the 60, maybe it doesn't make it up to positive territory, just stays right around in this area and barely, maybe goes negative a little bit or whatever. It's a possibility. Maybe puts it like a little positive divergence here for the first couple hours as the 30, possibly the 30 rolls over and comes back down and resets itself, and then until the close you get that pop. So that's a possibility too. So we don't really know whether or not it's just going to pop up in the morning. I think certainly a pop in the morning is a shortable pop that you could probably, the rest of the day it should fall back down. But on the flip side, just looking at those again on this chart right here, there's nothing to say it's going to continue up here to 2.5 or 5.0. It could roll over and roll down. So if it rolls down in the morning, then again this could kind of chop around another day, very well could, and then we could see a pop into the close. Either way, I'm still looking for that pop into the close, and or pop in the morning or into the close, either way, and then it to roll over. And I think that will be it for a while. You could draw a line from here to here, and you can see it puts you right around that 1310. And nothing really on the 5-minute chart. So just some support right here. If you want to look at that, little support at the 1295 area. After hours isn't showing much, it's pretty much flat or down a point, I believe. So those are the possibilities. If this happens and it pops up here, at least on the short term, I think you bears will have a shot at getting short there and catching a decent move down. I don't know how much it's going to be. Obviously, if it goes down here and puts in a higher low, then we're in trouble, and it's going to rally back up and go to that 1330. I would suspect would be the first area of major resistance at that point. And if it keeps doing that, then likely it's going to go up and put in a new high at the 138.86 SPY fake print area, which is about 1380 on this. But that could be out, several months. It could be out into, April, May. We don't know. We do know that the POMO ends in June, and at that point you can expect this market to pretty much tank and just fall off a cliff. So I think that's all it's holding it up right now. See, on the weekly chart you can see that the bulls are certainly losing strength. They're only at 60 right now on the RSI right here. So there's still 2-to-1. Well, not quite 2-to-1. At 66, it's 2-to-1 buying versus selling. So they're starting to lose on the weekly chart, and this is important. So when we start to see this thing cross over below 50 and break this support line, then you know that the bears have got control. But until then, it looks like we're ready to go down a little bit more. As you can see right here, the chart is still pointing down. Nothing to say that it's ready to turn back up at any point here. So I still think the week will end up as a down week. Maybe not down very much, but I think it will end up as a down week. Because I think by tomorrow, the market's going to roll over at some point tomorrow. I just don't know when. It's really, again, going to be based upon how far up this 60-minute chart gets before it rolls over. And they're not all lining up perfect right now with the 60s ready to go up, but you can see right there it looks like it's ready to curl back over and go back down, and you can see it doesn't have much room again to go up very much higher before it's overbought on the full stochastics. That's going to weaken its ability. For it to really shoot up high, you want it to start from a low point here on the full stochastics. Like when it shot up here, boom, 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 you look down here on the full stochastics and it was down in this area. So it had a long ways to shoot up. And here it's different. It's already kind of overextended on it. So it just kind of limits how far it can go up. Plus it's already above the zero line at 2.5. Look down here where it was at negative 7.5 when it was ready to shoot up. So that should tell you that, it's deep, deep down there. It's way oversold. It should be shooting up and put in some really high towers on these histogram bars, but not here. We shouldn't go that much higher. I mean, it's already at the top. It's pretty much, and so it just doesn't have much further to go. So it is wearing out for sure. That is, so we're just looking for a point tomorrow for it to roll over, and I do think it will, and then it should continue into Friday. I do believe. How much, I don't know. You got to worry about the POMO guys, and you got to worry about the gangsters. So let's cover that with the gangsters. This was an article I put up here, and the link is in the discuss comments on the current post, which, of course, the current post is this one here, and it is entitled "Looks like the Illuminati are right on schedule for the planned World War III," and this is my weekend post. Of course, the new post I'm doing right now, obviously, will be the one after this, but you can go back to this one and scroll down through the comments, and you'll see the link that I posted to this. And if you have a question, of course, email me at red@reddragonleo.com, and be happy to send you the link. But it is somewhere here. I don't think it's down that far. Right here. Update about Japan. Earthquake from David Wilcox and Ben Fulford. So that is this right here again. And this clearly tells what Benjamin Fulford was saying, as well as what David Wilcox is saying. They're both of them getting different sources and stuff. And they're both in agreement that there's no question that Bush, Clinton, and Rockefeller, these are the ones that are doing this. They were the ones that attacked Japan. He seems to think that it was done with submarines, that they planted nuclear bombs there and blew it up. So that's very possible too. They're masking it. Whether or not it was HARP or not, he says it's not HARP, but I don't know either way. But I certainly know that these are gangsters, and they probably had something to do with it. Pretty simple. And there's no question they're going bankrupt. The Federal Reserve is going bankrupt, and they're stretching this out till June. And if they can stretch it out till June, then the market's going to stay afloat till June. Until then, we might have some dips here and there, but I'm not looking for a crash yet at this point. So I don't know, how long they're going to stretch it, but I think it should roll over before June, because I think some of the traders are smart enough to start getting out of the market before June. So that might be a month or two before then. We don't really know. But this is a very, very interesting read. It says that the Prime Minister, Angela Merkel, is the daughter of Adolf Hitler. Now, she's basically Germany's president. But I think they call them prime ministers over there like they do in over in London as well. Like Tony Blair was the prime minister over there. In the Great Britain or England. Anyway, I thought that was interesting that they did that, but so this is definitely a good read. Again, read through it. You'll find some stuff in there that just kind of tells you about what's really going on. I'll go ahead and put the link here on the this post as well, just so you can find it. But that's about all I got for now, folks. So what we're looking for, very simply, is again, I am just looking for a pop at some point tomorrow. I don't know how it's going to line up. I don't know if it's going to be in the morning, because these already look overbought here on these, and they look like they're ready to roll over. So it could be in the morning, or we could dip down first, just kind of do a little sideways dance, a little bit, pop it to the close. And that would allow this to roll over, recycle back up later on. Or it could just simply go straight up. So I don't know either way. But I am looking for that 60-minute chart to finally just crap out. I'm leaning more towards it being in the morning. And I'd like to really see the pop up to get this thing overbought. Maybe hit just one area or something. Or maybe even two. I'd love to see it just boom, pop up there and then fall the rest of the day. That'd be awesome. Because that's, almost a guaranteed short, as close as you could get with all the charts kind of matching up and stuff like that. But no way of knowing for sure. Okay, gang, that is it. I will see you guys tomorrow on the blog. Thanks a lot.